Hello, this is Father. How's everybody doing on the Discord? Yay, yay, yay. Okay, let's get down to it. Um, I have something weird pulled up right here. Dollar General. I'm not really going to go after it too much. The reason I brought it up is because I wanted to talk about categories for a second. So they have like you've seen like the stock markups where it shows like technology is doing this and energy is doing this, and they kind of flow together, right? Well, a lot of the charts and categories like that are controlled by the same people. Like like I'm really good at controlling, the stocks in the energy sector or in the currency exchange, whatever their forte is for the larger hedge funds. They stick to like a category, right? And then the weird thing about it here, okay, so I have Dollar General pulled up, but here I have Dollar Tree. Now, do you see how they're the same? You're ad free. Do you see how they like this had a massive sell off catch, rebound? My opinion, probably an LPSY because it's really up there, a real all new all time highs. I don't know if the stagflation's doing something to it, but anyway, if we look at the Dollar General, it's like looking at the same chart practically, right? Dollar General, Dollar Tree. I don't know about you, but when I drive by them, I really don't know which one is which. But do you see how they do the same thing? All right. So with that, the reason I bring that up is because I'm all the time. I've talked to Booksy about it quite a bit, and I've never really talked to the community about that they do this, that just the stocks and sectors flow with each other. So if we go to GME, we go to AMC, mine's a little blown up right here because I'm still working through it. Um, anyway, it's taking forever. Anyway, there's a bit. I've got some alerts going with GME, but they're not happening on AMC. And why I was getting at this was because there's the. Do we detract from each other? Is that too close? Let's pull it back or pull it a little closer. I don't know how that far away from AMC with GME. AMC, GME. Anyways, it's taking so long, but I really wanted to get to the point with that. So a lot of them will look the same, and then one will hold back while the other one runs in a sector, and then it's like they'll go in order. And if you're good enough for knowing all the stocks within that sector, which I'm not with meme stocks, you would know like when one ran, then all the other ones had the possibility of running, and you can kind of try to figure out which one it is, and until there's down to one, and then you can pretty well feel certain that one's going to run. Anyway, this is only 5 days. Let's see how much different we are. 5 days. Okay. 5 days. 5 days. I would say we have detached ourselves. There's nothing similar to me here. Nothing that I can look at and go, yep, this area here sure matches with this area now. Nothing. So what does that mean? Well, this one's there's been some crazy buying pushing this up. Now, with this split thing here, this up thrust and everything's already played out. Uh, I just don't know what to make of it. I really don't. But I don't. There's been a lot of people thinking that if GME runs, AMC will run. Uh, Unfortunately, I think that the only reason that they believe that is the one time that it did do it, I guess, at the beginning, in January when they all kind of ran together was because the people shorting it had control, and then they lost control, and they lost control on everything, right? Everything they were in, they lost control of. Like, they just gave way to GME. If they wouldn't have stopped the buy button, shoot, might have been the biggest stock crash of all times. We'll never know. But you know, it's not really fair to me and that kind of thing where you know there's nothing that says you can't lose all your money. You know, there's nothing in the system says, oh, now that you're down, you can turn the buy button off, so they can't just take all of it. So anyway, that stuff kind of makes me mad. I know people are like, well, at least it prevented the stock market from being crashed. Well, maybe some things need to be crashed. If it's built that way, then Anyway, so yeah, there's nothing I can really see that makes me feel like these things are similar. So I don't think they're going to run together or drop together, whichever the case may be. But I wanted to use that as an example. And now we're going into Monday morning. I think this kind of went into an I'm just looking back at the Dollar General. So I wanted to use something as an example, and I didn't want to, use some kind of random technologies that maybe not everybody's heard of. And I'm pretty sure everybody's heard of Dollar General and Family Dollar. But if you look here, to me, these are it's looking like this. This was a sell off, but it caught itself, went back up, and then it came back down, and then it rebounded back up to here. It's very similar to AMC as far as like the rebound after the sell off, but this one didn't sell off near as much. So, I mean, we really haven't seen anything like that. I wonder how many. Just the pattern it's setting up is making me very sus on this thing. Like maybe going up higher. But I'm not going to get into that. I didn't mean to. I just wanted to show you the similarities. Sometimes when I start looking at something, I just start foaming at the mouth thinking, can we get another 20% jump here, or is it going to drop another 20%? I'm not going to look at that today. I'm just going to say, see you guys on the flip side.